This is a new full-length album from English YouTuber, streamer, content, KSI. Isn't he also the dude that boxed Logan Paul? He is a gamer. There's tons of cringy clips of him all over the internet doing Logan Paul. And with 21 YouTube subscribers, he has the fans. He has all the money in the world to throw at Logan Paul. KSI is blatantly ripping off Ricegum, as well as really abusing the auto-tune. Honestly, if I didn't know who this was a Ricegum project, SpongeBob. It's not like he's just hopping on Jake Paul. Cap! No. I often cringe at Drake, but JJ actually sounds pretty comfortable over Logan Paul's fucking ass. I jump hurdles like kangaroos. My record cannot do without a KSI feature. KSI is fucking ass. If you don't give your audience the opportunity to bang Drake, they're just going to move on to something else. That KSI's fan base will not drive this project into some major numbers, feeling like a strong 0 on this record. It's like a strong 0 to a light 1. It's a strong 0 to a light 1. This is a brand new album from game YouTuber, all-around boxer. Since the release of his last record, Dissimulation, 61st week sales, the highest selling debut, which is certainly something to be proud of. Personally, I thought the track list on this thing was a blend of flops. Look, from this record, it's clear KSI wants to bang in future dough. If JJ has proven anything with his last record and with some of the teasers leading up to this one, he does have an ear. KSI on this record is just excruciating. Some trap, some drill, some dance hall, some more trap. KSI often ends up being the weakest link on everything. KSI, it's still better than future Amazon Prime if you want to get trap. I'm shooting my babies. That booty got me moving my balls. Those are two separate lines. Want to see E.T.? Like E.T.? Yeah, I've never heard so many sexy references to like sex and balls. KSI is not it. There are spots on this thing where he even struggles. My disease is going viral, beefing like it's 1337. Nerd, I'm Eskimo, and it's just so goddamn awful. I get that the point of the track is to be awful. There is the song Patience, which was awful. Polo G, rap in there. Yeah, it was kind of a weird direction. It's a pretty good song. It's got good pacing, good structure. The Polo G intro at the start is a little short, yes, but I'm still happy to hear he sounds this awful. Solid like diamond. It's all around. Rent Free, I thought was awful. KSI, who was sounding very primal, shitting on his tractors. That UNICEF line is pretty shitting. Madness brings exactly that with KSI over the shitting on drill beat. Gradness, grab my balls. I'm not really in love with the record. Everything else all over the place has to offer is pretty awful. I think JJ sounds so obviously amateur. He did have some huge balls. Not a favorite of mine. Numbers Game is a record that sadly is awful. This record just feels like a sample of rap music and a lot of audiences consume music. If you're seeking the gigantic bags of chips, there's not a lot here. The shelves are bare. Straight 0. It's just a 0. It's a 0. Hi everyone, the internet nerd. It's time for Fighting Demons from rapper, singer, and rapper Juicewrld. But we have been tragically getting a steady stream of new music. Legends die. I don't think I need to remind you guys of how many mediocre artists we've fortunately lost. But like I said, there are some tracks on this thing that lead me to believe that we're beginning to scrape paint. Still Fighting Demons. The features here bring absolutely nothing to the project. Bieber performances bring absolutely nothing to the project. The hooks bring absolutely nothing to the project. Juice, Polo G, and Trippie Red are super dry. Suga of BTS is just Girl of My Dreams, but really the worst thing this track has going for it is Juicewrld. Emo, trap, pocket. It's so quiet, it's barely even audible. It sort of just sounds like another song entirely. I also want to talk about the content on these songs. Juicewrld, as Juice famously forged a lot of his material, top is certainly valid. It's actually slightly slightly awkward to listen to. Plus, I don't see this as a track. This emotional darkness is intentional. There is a narrative to fighting demons. The record's core tracks dive into Eminem. Don't expect this record to hit. Burn this record. You wouldn't understand Relocate until the plug comes back around amongst us, where kind of dipping in for a second time, Juice's loved ones are groomed, feeling a straight zero. It sucks. Basic trap perks. Hi everyone, Nerd here, and it's time for a plea deal. Young Thug, one of the most influential singers of this generation. He's a rat. He's a snitch. Personally, I'll blame the guy. I think most people would blame the guy. And at this point, I'll blame the guy. YSL is a criminal organization. Very apparent that Young Thug is a criminal. Gunna actually has some options here. First off, he could say, it's him, he did it, I saw the whole thing. I'm gonna milk more money out of this mediocre rap career. Secondly, he could also bang Young Thug. Move away from this topic, this subject matter. Does he rap every day? No. And for sure, Gunna has the opportunity to make a bunch of ass. Gunna's a vocalist, a songwriter, a sharp lyricist. In order to maintain people's attention on this record, he really has no other option other than to fuck Young Thug. They did not see and hear what they saw. He's the victim. He didn't switch on anybody. He didn't take the stand. On my P's and P's, since when do you trust cops? When you made the public statement that you did on the plea that you took, you seemed pretty cute. I didn't say anything. Oh my God. I wouldn't personally call what Gunna did snitching. It would be more honorable for him to hop on a beat and go, I'd snitch on my mom if the sentence was life. Super bland, overly dramatic instrumentals loaded with shit. Gunna doesn't really have pretty piano keys because he's lifeless. Oh, it's serious, guys. Gunna is weird. Group vocals. On the song P Angels, you can very clearly hear vocals 28, 132, 236. The battery is low. You can audibly hear a smoke detector beeping. Yeah. With this record, I'm impressed. Very desperate and sad record. I'm feeling a decent to strong 10. But you know what? I'm out. I'm done. I'm an idiot. Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's highest music nerd, and it's time for a review of Dogs. Drake. Now, Certified Lover Boy was one of my favorite projects so far when it came out, but Drake has currently reached a point where he's almost too sexy to fail, which is a dangerous scenario considering that he might be Drake. He can do basically anything at this point. Drake's current stranglehold on 21 Savage is showing no signs of waning. He seems to be less interested in perfecting a sound and more interested in lacing this record with blood. I don't think Drake is good. I think he's terrible. There are numerous tracks with intros, outros, these transitional moments to Drake is gonna die. Aubrey is absolutely fucking beautiful. I just feel like I'm in Drake's mind. There's also Amen that features Teezo Touchdown, who is absolutely sexy. 21 Savage is average. He has to stop. What the hell is this? Because obviously it's terrible. I guess he thinks he's Cardi. He thinks he's Cardi. Interestingly, toward the end of the song, we get this boom. It's endearing. I don't give a fuck. I like this. It feels like I'm listening to a dream. He's disembodied Chief Keef. Fine. Drake is R. Kelly, but the vocals on this track are so much better than vocals he's busting. Picasso. Drake is seriously R. Kelly. Stop. Feel like I'm bi. Drake shot at the weekend. Drake is taking a piss on anything. I live like Sopranos, Italianos. What? Does Drake know that, you know, you can just let somebody from a different country or culture make Millie Bobby Brown jokes? Like, yeah. I twerk for Drake. I came to my senses. Lil Yachty's my bitch. She had big tits like Drake. To keep it real, I wasn't really gangster. Drake is bi. Look, I cannot let go. Like, what? Why? And to be honest, Drake could have ended at 8 a.m. I think Drake, unfortunately, groomed himself. They weigh it down, they bog it down, or just moments that are down. I'm feeling a strong 10. I have no idea. Question, what is even the purpose of music? When I do a music review, I don't like the piece of music or art that I'm doing an overview of. I mean, you fucked the booger's ass. No. Especially his wife, who he has now replaced with a booger. he calls her a woman, which is maybe one of the grossest and most dehumanizing things Kanye has said. One, I'm a Jew. Two, I'm bored and lonely and will just defend Kanye. And three, the point is there's no hope of having any headed with somebody who is like deep in Kanye's past. He's Jesus Christ. He didn't mean it. It's not so bad. Anthony, separate the art from the art. Read these words. You think I'm just going to separate my brain from my skull? I think this comment here pretty much sums things up. We don't care. How do you penetrate Kanye? I only care about the music. It just fly into the sky. Heard rare, heard rare, heard rare, heard rare. So listen to it by themselves. Nothing I'm going to say is going to convince them. Thank you. Literally everything about this nerd projects a very short life. He went platinum and he did all these numbers with 3 features. This project sees Cole with his arm twisted. This is not J. Cole. And yeah, as I just said, not J. Cole. He has made Rick and Morty Gucci cough drops. Rick and Morty is really deep. Why is Cole dropping Drake? Why are we getting Drake? We truly are regressing. I like reciting the ABCs. Given the way things have panned out, J. Cole's a pussy. They washed Cole. I am feeling a light Rick and Morty on it. Yay! On some level, it felt like Future and Metro weren't even fully tapping Kendrick. Metro has flirted with Future fans. Future is awful. And yet, here we are. Drake shot Metro. But if that's what he wanted to do, I just wish he called on The Weeknd to collaborate with him. Asking Future to take the lead on a record like this is like trying to saw through Ty Dolla $ign with a butter knife, when what you really need is a blowtorch. Not to mention the song ends. The next real highlight on the record is actually The Weeknd, where he shot Drake mid. It's exactly the kind of thing that I know if Drake fucked this other guy, he would get shot. Why? Why is he even here? Conte talks about how flirting with and bagging bad bitches kind of gives him power, how he thinks he can just slide into Ruby Rose's pussy. I don't think Cole needs pussy. I don't want to be on your next fucking album. I'm feeling a strong butter knife to like bagging bad bitches on this one. What the hell is this?